Yo, what is up? It's Rodney. Today I'm reviewing the Get SX1 ECU from TacoMoto with the LED switch for the Honda 450 RL. So what do you get in the box when you purchase the Get SX1 from TacoMoto with the LED switch? You get the LED handlebar map switch. You get the Wi-Fi module. You get the SX1 ECU with preloaded TacoMoto maps for your exhaust. You get a TPS cable. This is only to power the ECU while you set the TPS on your phone with the bike off. It needs to be removed from the bike once you're done setting the TPS. You also get a Y cable to plug in the LED switch and the Wi-Fi module to run together at the same time. The Get SX1 is easy to install. You remove the stock ECU and plug in the Get SX1 ECU. Mount the LED switch on the handlebars. Run the cable behind the headlight and around the frame. Plug it into the Y cable under the fuel tank and run it back to the ECU. The Wi-Fi module plugs into the other end of the Y cable. The Wi-Fi module now comes included with the Get SX1. That was not always the case, but it is included now. I like the Wi-Fi module because I can read displayed live data from my phone. It's easy to set the TPS, the throttle positioning sensor, which you need to do to get the bike to run properly. Setting the TPS is super easy with the Wi-Fi module. And the Wi-Fi module also, it allows me to tweak on maps and make adjustments on my own. You connect to the Wi-Fi module with your phone. The Wi-Fi network and password are on the back of the Wi-Fi module. Super easy. And just find any spot for the Wi-Fi module under the seat to stash it. The LED switch, is it worth it? I like it. It gives me all the features in one spot on the handlebars. What does it do? Well, it gives us a choice between two TacoMoto maps. Map 1 is an all-power race map, and Map 2 is a single-track map with less power and more manageable throttle response and better fuel mileage. I'm a Map 1 kind of guy. I run Map 1 most of the time. Some people are Map 2 kind of guys though, and that's all they run most of the time is Map 2. Just depends on the type of riding. It also has traction control on and off switch on the bottom left. Now you can adjust the traction control from a 1 through 10. Hold the traction control switch for a couple seconds till it begins flashing and use the up and down map switches to adjust up or down. A number 1 being the least intrusive on traction control and a 10 being the most intrusive on traction control, or 0 turning off the traction control. You can also adjust traction control individually for each map. I set map 1 to 0 traction control, but on map 2 I put traction control at a level 5. The bottom right is a quick shifter on and off button. The quick shifter is about to release for the Honda 450 RL, but I'll cover that in another more in-depth video. And I'm currently testing the quick shifter on the Honda 450 RL. If you hold one of the map switches for a couple seconds, you activate the launch control. I'll also cover this in a separate, more in-depth video as well. The LED switch also has a high temp warning, and you can also control brightness by pressing both map switches simultaneously. It does take time figuring out the correct press to make consistent map changes, but with a little time you figure it out. And I don't use the LED switch all the time, but I do like having it when I want to use it. And it's all in one place. It makes it very convenient. You could also get the toggle switch and save a couple of bucks instead of getting the LED switch, but you lose features of the Get SX1. I recommend you buy the LED switch because you get it at almost half off the regular price when you buy it with the bundle. So what's the cons for the SX1? The Wi-Fi app functions and features may be challenging for non-tech savvy users, but there are step-by-step videos from TacoMoto that go over that. Some bikes will also need slight idle adjustments, but there are step-by-step videos from TacoMoto for that as well. And probably the biggest con is price. At just over $1,000 for the full unit and the LED switch, it's pretty pricey. So what are the pros of the SX1? Besides what I already said, it smooths out and fixes the choppy, harsh stock Honda throttle response. You're getting exclusive TacoMoto maps for your exhaust that are dynoed and developed in-house at TacoMoto. It gets good power, but with good fuel economy. I personally average like 40 miles per gallon running map 1 aggressively. The Get SX1 can be ran with several different exhaust setups, from a stock exhaust all the way up to a full open exhaust system. The horsepower will vary depending on the exhaust setup. It currently has the fastest processor of any ECU at 32-bit, 142 megahertz. It has onboard barometric pressure sensor for high altitude riding performance. You also get lifetime map support and that unrivaled customer service from TacoMoto. There's also the 450R cam upgrade that has TacoMoto maps that will be available soon for the Get SX1. American Honda Racing has completely dominated Supercross and Motocross the last couple years, with Hunter and Jet Lawrence running the Get SX1 ECU with the traction control, the quick shifter, and launch control. That's a ton of pros for the Get SX1. Let me just be clear. Yes, I have links below if you want to purchase the Get SX1. Yes, I work with TacoMoto, but here's the deal. I could run whatever ECU I wanted, but the Get SX1 is the one that I choose to run. It's the ECU I invested my money in. And why? Because I prefer the Get SX1 features, and I prefer the TacoMoto maps you get preloaded for the Honda 450 RL over any other ECU options and maps. And I've tried them all and I've ran them all extensively. I will have a video testing the 450R cam installed on the 450RL running TacoMoto maps made for the 450R cam on a Get SX1 very soon. That's my review of the Get SX1 ECU from TacoMoto with the LED switch for the Honda 450RL. Who's running the Get SX1 on your Honda 450RL, and what do you think of it? Comment below. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys later.